So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. So Danielson's getting a start here.
Well, it's hardly a surprise, Peter, when you consider just how much natural ability he has.
It's great for us.
Yeah, and let's hope we get to see the best of this mercurial talent.
Well, just a delight to watch, isn't he, when he's making those runs?
Yeah, and in this day and age where inverted wingers are the norm, he's someone who can hark back to the old days.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. De Bruyne, and De Bruyne! And he was there to get a vital touch.
De Bruyne really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. De Bruyne with the short one. Now it's De Bruyne. Crosses it in here. Girassi getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Barella, and he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then.
Big header! So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Adams.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Zanetti.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Terrific header! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring.
He's having a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge, and that could set him on his way. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zanetti wins the duel this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's a throw. No, it's come to nothing. Modric. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Beckenbauer. And it's Hernandez. To Danielson.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And smartly reclaimed. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Danielson goes on a charge down the left. And he's forced to go back. Barella, who's set up one goal so far. Paris Saint-Germain applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah,
He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Now it's Kane. Girassi is onto this.
That's positional gold. The utilise...
Goes for a shot! Goal! Serbia! And they've got their lead back. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Kane really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Serbia go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Danielson. Now it's Kane. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Tries to pass it through. It's a good-looking delivery. Big chance! They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
De Bruyne at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Chers spectateurs, permettez-moi de vous signaler que des informations sur le trafic viennent de s'afficher sur l'écran géant.
And so we're off again.
Changement.
Gaitska Mendieta.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
It's a throw-in. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Davids really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Danielson. Cannavaro robs him of possession. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead. Can he finish? A wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Knocks it into space. Adams calmly anticipates.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. That's a throw. Now it's Girassi. And it's Modric. Now it's Kane. Serbia come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Ball. It's a mighty effort! Not the most accurate pass. Damn it! No, not quite. Beckenbauer. Denilson. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a searching pass. Mendieta. There's the crossfield ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Serbia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Hakimi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hernandez. Crossed into the middle. Up he goes! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Guirassy. De Bruyne cuts out the pass. And he's intervened well there. Hakimi. Mendieta. Modric. Always onto this. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Zanetti tries to... Oh, smashing header! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 13.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 9, Cristiano Ronaldo. Le numéro 17, le numéro 22, Beckham. À leur place,
Beckenbauer.
le numéro 23, le numéro 12.
That is good alertness.
Le numéro 14. Le numéro 2. Changement en cours.
Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! Sensational from Haaland! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then...
And it's been given away. And it's played in here. Punched away. Showing great feet there. Cross in.
Serbia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Adams gets over and intercepts. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that has not gone well.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's had it taken off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely spread. Now it's Kolomuani. Beckenbauer. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention, s'il vous
Any
plaît.
reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Serbia really will be deflated by the result, not just because they lost, but the...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Contra Serbia.